look up to, they have made more mistakes than you have, and that's the only way they got to where they are now.
Our next guest is on a mission to uplift and empower students through the power of music. She hosts assemblies at local schools that help kids build self-confidence, practice kindness, and prevent bullying.
Here to tell us more about Confident Concerts is the creator, singer Caley Rose. Good morning, Caley. Thank you for being here. What a wonderful idea and concept this is, Confident Concerts. Tell us how this idea started.
Yes, thank you. So Confident Concerts is a live music assembly that builds confidence in your audience.
Okay.
So as you can see, we set everything to rhythm and music to teach them concepts that are going to last them their entire lives.
You talk about music as being a tool to help with confidence and also to prevent things like bullying. How does that work?
Yes. So I was bullied when I was 10 years old, and it led me to a really difficult time in life, and I had to, on my own, learn how to build my self-confidence. So I began studying psychology while I was also performing off-Broadway in New York. And I've always been interested in those two things, music and psychology. And so when my music was on the radio in 2022, I started to notice that young audiences were interested in my music and my story, and I started to think of ways that I could help them through that dark time. So I created these methods to building self-confidence with some leading psychologists, wrapped it all in music because that's the way that we remember things our entire lives, and began performing in schools. And it's only been 3 years, and we've empowered 11,000 students across the country.
Oh my goodness. We'll talk about some of those stories maybe when you've talked to kids about what they think, how they feel when they go to one of these concerts.
Yeah, so I've gotten a lot of feedback from kids. They'll come up to me after the show, they'll reach out to me online and talk about what the music means to them and what the methods for building self-confidence have meant to them. There's a group of kids online and adults and special needs adults actually that are calling themselves the Brave Ones after our song Brave Ones. And they're coming together and they're supporting each other, and it's been a really beautiful change in the world.
What's your advice to parents who may have a child who's lacking confidence? What should they do?
Yes. Okay. So if you're a parent and you're trying to build your child's self-confidence, I have a lot of methods. Some of my favorite ones are growth mindset is going to become your best friend. So that's the difference between a fixed mindset, believes that an ability is innate. They would come home and they would bring a work of art home and you would say, "You're so talented, you're so smart." Totally understand it. I'm a parent as well. My child, yes, so smart and brilliant. But if we can praise the effort that we put into work over the innate ability, that's going to help them when they meet a challenge. It's going to help them persevere later in life with the bigger challenges. So that looks like they bring the piece of artwork home and instead you say, "You worked so hard on that. I can see how much time and energy you put into that." And with teenagers, it's the same thing. And it's also highlighting our own stories of struggles, showing them that murky behind the scenes instead of the highlight reel. So as a parent saying, "You know what? I struggled with calculus when I was in high school. I had to go in after school every single day." And then studying the behind the scenes of the people they look up to. So the celebrities, the athletes, looking for the failures that got them to where they are.
People, how they overcame their challenges.
Yes, because often we see, you know, the winning slam dunk, but we don't see the behind the scenes practice, the 10,000 hours of effort in a week that they can put into their craft.
If schools are interested in having you host an assembly at their school, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so our website, confidentconcerts.com, you can find out how to book an assembly. You can listen to our music. We have an empowering music playlist that the kids can take with them for the rest of their lives and practice their power poses and their affirmations.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. If you want information on assemblies or listening to the music or finding resources to help your kids build confidence and kindness every day, you can go to confidentconcerts.com. Thanks again.
Thanks, Caley.
Thank you.